This is page 1 of the progress check. So our first question is a knowledge question. It says calculate the perimeter of the following figures. So perimeter is just the distance around the outside, and to get the perimeter you add all of your sides together. So first thing I'm going to do is try to identify what all of the lengths of the sides are. I notice there's a tick mark here next to 4.5 centimeters. That means any side that has a single tick mark is also 4.5 centimeters. So this side, this one up here, and this one down below. They're all 4.5 centimeters. Now I do notice there is still one side missing, and that is that side right there. So I'm going to look at all of the sides that are pointing in the same direction as this one. So this is 12.6 centimeters, this is 5.5 centimeters, this is 4.5 centimeters. So I should be able to use those 3 lengths to help me find this one. So if this part here is 5.5 and this point here is 4.5, then I can find this part by subtracting 5.5 and 4.5 from 12.6. So to find my missing side, I'm going to do 12.6 minus 4.5 minus 5.5. So 12.6 minus 4.5 minus 5.5 is 2.6. So this little part right here is 2.6. So to calculate the perimeter, I'm going to add up all the sides. Since this is an irregular shape, I don't have a formula on my formula sheet for it. So I'm just going to letter off all the sides and then add them all together. So I'm going to call this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. So perimeter is A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus H. That's 4.5 plus 2.6 plus 4.5 plus 4.5 plus 4.5 plus 5.5 plus 4.5 plus 12.6. I'm going to add those together on my calculator. So 4.5 plus 2.6 plus 4.5 plus 4.5 plus 4.5 plus 5.5 plus 4.5 plus 12.6 is 43.2. So the perimeter is 43.2 centimeters. Our second question, this shape is a trapezoid. So I could look at the formula sheet for a trapezoid, but really I'm just going to add the 4 outside sides together. Now I notice there's a tick mark here and a tick mark here. So if this is 8.5, this side here is also 8.5. What I don't know is this slanted side over here. So I'm going to draw in the height of the trapezoid. And I notice if this is 8.5, this part here is also 8.5. And then this part down here at the bottom is 8.5. So I have a right angle triangle here that has a height of 8.5, and then the base I can figure out by subtracting 8.5 from 24.5. So 24.5 minus 8.5 is 16. So this side right here is 16. Now the 8.5, the 16, and the slanted side form a right angle triangle. And when you have a right angle triangle, you can use Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side. So the one across from the 90 degrees is our hypotenuse, or side C. and then I'm going to call the 16 the B, and this one here the A. And our formula for Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So 8.5 squared plus 16 squared equals c squared. 8.5 squared is 8.5 times 8.5, which is 72.25. 16 squared is 16 times 16, or 256. And then if I add 72.25 and 256, I get 328.25. To get rid of that square, I'm going to do the opposite and square root both sides. The square root of this is 18.11. The next digit's a 7, so that's going to push that up to 18.12. And that is centimeters. So I now know that this slanted side is 18.12 centimeters. So when I go to calculate the perimeter, I'm just going to add together all 4 of the outside edges. I'm going to label them. Since I've already used A, B, and C, I'm going to pick some different letters. I think I'm going to do W, X, Y, and Z. So I'm going to do perimeter equals W plus X plus Y plus Z. So 8.5 plus 18.12 plus 24.5 plus 8.5. When I add those together, 8.5 plus 18.12 plus 24.5 plus 8.5 is 59.62, and that's going to be centimeters